2-1. Let's
Jesus, help me, Lord.
And we're live. We're back.
Let's get it.
Hi, guys. It's Tuesday again. Hey, my Pookie. Hey, my Pookie.
Great jacket.
Hey, my Pookie. Hey, y'all. We live.
What's the word?
Happy Tuesday. Okay, Mama, hold on. I gotta go get on my job and shut it live, okay? Tune in now. Share the live, like the live, love the live.
Subscribe. We back.
To our YouTube page. Y'all know the spiel already. You already know. Tune in now.
Another week. Happy Tuesday, y'all.
Yes, we are blessed to see another day. We was all on the wake up list today.
Definitely.
Thank you, Lord, for that.
Amen.
But somebody didn't make it. Amen. Did you all know that every minute there is 1 million bottles of water bought? I learned that on CNN 10 this morning.
Every minute?
Every minute. It was a 10 top 10 trivia. So it was like how many in 1 minute how many bottles of water are bought every minute. So it was like 1,000, 10,000, and the last one was like 1 million, and that was the answer. I thought mine was like 100,000. Like every minute of the day, 100,000 bottles of water are being knows 1 million.
Damn,
that's a lot of water, guys. That's a lot of water.
That's a whole lot of water.
Yeah, that's a lot of water. But that's good. People drinking water, huh?
Definitely.
They don't say that. I think common water is more commonly drunk now than. You know, everybody always had a bottle of water, but you see more people now. We don't, but some people do because they drink big old jug things with them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's
big tumblers. What they call them? Then they tell you like you got it. 9 o'clock, keep going. 10 o'clock, you know that one. That big old thing on.
We definitely don't drink enough water, and that is like as much as we party and go out and drink liquor, like we don't fucking drink enough water.
You supposed to drink 8 glasses of water a day.
64 ounces.
8 glasses of water per day.
Don't nobody do that shit.
No, don't say that. Yes, people do.
I mean, I don't.
They say you're supposed to drink your body weight in water per day.
Oh, I haven't heard that one.
I heard that all the time.
Yeah, 64 ounces.
Right, I heard that. Do y'all drink water?
What?
Do y'all drink
water, viewers?
Everybody don't drink water.
Who?
I didn't know people that don't drink.
Some people, I know exactly. People that
I don't drink water.
They just do not.
They don't water. Yes,
I heard people like
I've heard people say that out of their mouth. I don't drink water. It's water in my juice. It's water in my fruit. It's water in my. I done heard it all type of ways. So I'm just asking.
What up, y'all? What's the word, y'all?
Shit,
in a minute we gonna connect in with Wood and Farrell.
So how was y'all day? How was your day? I see you in uniform. And track.
On the yard.
Okay, big dog. You was stomping on the yard, big dog.
Now what does on the yard look like? What does on the yard look like?
Just working on the trains, like preparing the sleeper cars for that's gonna go out. Like getting the beds ready and all that shit.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
well, at least you ain't have to go nowhere though.
Nah, I'm finna get released to the extra board tomorrow, so it's like kind of turning permanent.
Okay.
So I'm on 120. I get to get released tomorrow. So
congratulations.
Yeah, so walking papers, huh?
Pretty much.
Congratulations.
Okay. Finally, shit. Congratulations. I've been off for a month.
Big dog ain't crawling no more. She walking now. Okay. I hear that. Okay.
What up, boo? What up, Bree?
What up, Bree?
Bree, when are you coming on the show? Josetta, when you come? Josetta. I'm calling you Josetta. Goddamn it, Giselle. When you coming on the show? Josetta, you talking? What you saying about me right now? Somebody saying something. You know what I'm saying? You say somebody's names. What you be saying, girl? Right. What's up, Malcolm? How was your day? What's up?
I ain't do too much. Went to work.
Why your voice sound like that? Ooh.
Odie, what's the word, boy?
Ooh.
Giselle. What up, little crunch?
Hey, Giselle. I just saying you
when I lose 500. Girl, you don't even weigh 500.
Whatever.
Pounds.
Okay, we ain't going there with you. Never mind.
They just started the new Taco Tuesday thing at Island Vibes with Make Chicago Fun again. So she probably ain't gonna never be here.
Oh, that's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, okay.
They got the $13.
Come
all
slide on us.
Tacos.
Oh, okay.
$25. Then it's open bar from 7 to 9 for the ladies. Unlimited tequila.
Oh, that's what's up. Why your voice not like that? You had a good weekend?
What I do is always home. You love us free.
You getting a cold or something though? Yeah.
I was a little underwhelmed. It's better now. Like I ain't stopped up.
I can hear it though. But yeah, I can tell you can see. That's how much we around each other. I know when you're sick, little baby.
Had my game night.
Yes, it looked like y'all had a fucking ball.
Salty.
I was asleep by 10:30. I ain't gonna even lie.
What up, Blue?
But it looked like y'all had
like 4:30.
I was asleep, and I heard good review of people checking in me. I said I was what y'all do last night? They like went to the Malcolm game night.
It was like 4 different parties though. It was like a group of 30 come in, and then it was like 10 leave, and then like another 15 come in, and then like another person they was having a kickback at their crib. Like once it started to die down, all of them ended up coming over there.
So you all
left that kickback and came over there.
Yeah, you got waves of people. Yeah. What up, Steph? Hey, y'all. Hey. hey.
I was salty, man. I had to be responsible, man. Had to go in for overtime Saturday, man, so I couldn't make the game night.
And that's being an adult. You was adulting.
Yeah.
Somebody said they didn't want to be an adult today. It was
These
ghetto.
damn kids want to have a good Christmas.
Is ghetto.
Listen,
They said being an adult is
all
ghetto.
I wanted to do was stay up late and drink and have sex. I didn't know it was going to involve all the rest of this shit. Paying bills and kids and all that.
That's all you wanted to do?
Yeah. Life is life.
Life is life in a change.
Man,
life is
You
life.
got a whole Amtrak hat on, Mom.
Man, take me back. Take me back.
You've been working on the Amtrak. Fuck them kids, they say, Malcolm. Fuck them kids.
Okay, Blue, you know what to do.
Blue, you got kids. You can't say that you got kids.
Right. Right.
Only when it's seasonable. It's not the season for fucking kids.
Well, when it's seasonable. When is it seasonable?
When Malcolm
What up,
when the
Jermaine?
season is.
Hey,
When is the
hey.
season?
This is the season.
What's the season?
This is the best season.
Hey, he talking about
Soon as a motherfucker say,
What you
I'll
saying?
take all this shit back to the stove. This is the season.
Man,
tis the season.
Let me see.
I say that shit every fucking year. So every goddamn year.
Yeah.
30 minutes
Let
into
me see
them
your
opening
address.
up they shit, I'm hollering. I'll take this shit back to the stove.
Oh, Lord. Lord. She said all year round. Fuck them kids.
Nah. Come on, Blue.
I mean, that's an all year round thing.
I mean,
Like,
if
even
you
I
wanna
tell
be
them on their birthday and
technical.
everything. Fuck y'all. What?
Appreciate you.
Yes, good to
My
always
son's
see y'all.
birthday tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna wish him happy birthday. He say the wrong shit. Boy, get the fuck out of here.
Oh, Lord.
15 more. Oh, yeah. 15 more days. Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
You gonna have to bring her.
So then you definitely got to come on the couch then.
Yeah.
Thanks popping out, Joseph.
You said what?
So
Say you gonna be
I'm
free.
popping out.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Give
yes.
us free.
Yes, slide on us. Come talk to us. Let us know what's up with you.
Definitely.
Yes. How was your How was your day? How was your weekend?
Man, my weekend wasn't that bad. Shit, I ain't do shit this weekend. I stayed in the house. I worked and stayed in the house. That was it.
And that was okay, wasn't it?
It was okay.
Hey,
It was okay.
Slime.
It wasn't.
No,
It was
because
okay.
they
It
was
was
supposed to came
alright.
outside with us.
It's supposed to let the homie levels free.
Nigga, but didn't I
For
say
my birthday.
Didn't
Okay,
I? But look, y'all remember we had this conversation like a couple weeks ago. Actually, it was on a Tuesday before we was going on the show, and I was like, I got tickets, and I was like, remind me. And I said I wasted
last week.
Suki, didn't I say I wasted too much money on events for getting winning? But and what I said remind me. What he say? Alright.
Hey, bro.
I sent the flyer last week.
Wait, because y'all going back and forth, and we just listening. You know, I do. I go.
Man.
Look at
be
he gonna
working
go back. He gonna go back and get Willis
Oh, you
receipt.
dropped it in that chat.
I did check.
Right here.
And I called all the
Right
shit.
there. What? There.
See, that wasn't formatted and it wasn't a flyer. That's why it didn't get posted.
That's the problem.
I
I
didn't
sent
see
it
it.
before I got here. So you can format it and post it.
I didn't never even see
Well,
it.
he on your ass,
I don't
shorty.
even be seeing when y'all be pulling
He on
up.
your ass, shorty. He on his ass. Malcolm on that. I can't even say nothing to help justice. This ain't what it is.
He said, I don't even see it. Y'all tell me to open the door. I'm like, yeah, that is true.
It's not. There's nothing I can say. Come on the show when you want to.
Right. You want to come
I had a pretty good weekend. Although my party got canceled because somebody hated on me. It's all good.
Man, that's bullshit, man. Fuck she did,
They
man.
called TPD over there. Tagged the Chicago Police Department to my post. Somebody made a whole fake page. It started with the lady, and she didn't have my money.
Right.
Okay, she didn't have my refund.
I ain't seen nothing.
And then I was gonna go over there. Somebody somebody tagged the video on 66, and then he called me. We talked, but then somebody tagged the Chicago Police Department to it. It was like illegal party, blah blah blah. Went on everybody, inboxed everybody, told everybody sending me screens. This person literally went to everybody and ain't gonna be no party tonight. Ain't gonna be no party tonight.
And
ain't gonna be no party tonight. And sent them a message. Inbox
like y'all ain't party tonight.
Do you know how many people pulled up on 66 and caught it? That was some
ass shit.
Yes.
That was
yes. Because he was having a party already. So I was telling him, I was like, well, I ain't got no party. He like, slide over here. We can do business. We chopped it up. How we gonna work it out? Blase Skippy. A whole line of people was out there. Flame, PJ, dude. Everybody was out there on 66. Wasn't no party. Because they had police. Bullshit. Hey, man, you that mad at me? What I do to you? I don't care.
That's crazy.
That's some hating ass shit, though. It's okay, though. Because I got a party this weekend. Make sure you be at the Village Hall on 130th and motherfucking
Can't shut that down, bitch.
Goddamn, it's a whole public place. So, come on. And I got a party on the 16th. And 773 just asked me to host for Sammy at the promontory on the 21st. So slide on me. I got events coming up. Bitch is gonna be booked and busy, but they made a whole fake page. And they told the venue directly because he sent me the screenshots. I said, I don't know this for me. He said, no, this for you. I said, how you say it's for me? He said, that's all she said was Brandy Party. Shut down Brandy Party. Brandy Party. Brandy Party. I said, send me them screenshots. Send me them screenshots. Whole fake page. So whoever Alexis Jones is, you go on this Alexis Jones page. Anybody see Alexis Jones page, flag that bitch. Fuck any bitch or nigga that got a problem with me. I said it here first. Period. Holla. You know where I'm at Tuesday and every other place, motherfucker. Pull the fuck up.
You gotta keep it PG.
I'm sorry, because I went there. Because they put me through hell and high water on Saturday. I had to tell you what happened. I told him the long version. Bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
But it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry.
But
I'm sorry. I went all the way there. I'm sorry. I don't even do that. I don't even go there. Like okay, put the music on for us. We gotta bring it back down.
Hey, so we got
we put down the IJ 3000 because I just went the fuck off.
And then look, we got to change the energy. We got two special guests coming on.
And that's what the energy I need.
Okay, what's the pitch on her?
Huh?
Look, I'm looking for what's the pitch on her?
What you mean on what?
On the Alexis Jones page. Is it like some words?
Yeah, some blue wording. What's this? See it. Block it.
That ain't it. This ain't it either.
I'll see it. I'll show it to you. I'll screenshot it.
But yeah, we got two special guest hosts finna come on. My boy Wood and his brother Pharaoh. We finna dial him up, bring him on to the couch. They finna sit on the couch virtually.
Not virtually. Virtually on the couch. Virtually on the couch. And they from a distance too. We got somebody calling in from where? Well, you calling in where? UK?
Yeah.
I wonder what time is it?
Pharaoh calling in. We gonna find out.
About to find the fuck out. Hey Google.
It's 1:48 a.m.
Easy.
Pharaoh, what's the word, brother?
Peace and blessings to everybody.
Yes, sir. Hold on, let me get 1 second. Okay, there we go. What's the word, fellas?
What's happening, man? Peace to everybody.
Yes, sir. Welcome to the couch, man.
What's up?
What's up, y'all?
Definitely, man. So, man, we got y'all to the couch, man. We wanted y'all to come talk some shit with us. You know what I'm saying? And I know y'all brothers. Y'all brothers. Well, I'm gonna speak on you. I know you done came a long way. You know what I'm saying? Now you definitely more conscious. I see the mushroom cup. I like that.
The who?
For sure.
The mushroom cup.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Yes, sir. What up, Tori?
Hey, Atum. Hey,
What's
Tori.
the word? What's the word, Atum?
Share, like the live, subscribe, please. Make sure you do so now. We got Wood and Pharaoh.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yes,
sir.
I'm Miss Juicy. Miss Juicy Promotions. They call me. So Misfit Juicy.
I'm Justo.
Mag.
We got Mag
Sucky.
and Sookie on the couch.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so let's get into it, man. I know, like, you know, so obviously, you know, now you way more conscious, you know what I'm saying? You part of, you know what I'm saying, the conscious community. You know what I'm saying? And I want y'all, if y'all could, to kind of give us a little bit more as far as, you know what I'm saying, what's to the conscious community. Because a lot of people, you know, they be like, oh, is the conscious community crazy? And this, that, and the third. And you know what I'm saying? So it's like, why don't you fill the people in, man? Let us know what it's, you know, what's to it.
Man, yeah, the conscious community, I would say we are crazy. And what I mean, me and my brother always say, mainly him, you have to lose your mind to find your mind.
Okay.
Lose your mind to find yourself. When we speak about consciousness and liberation of the soul, of the mind, what that process entails is us breaking away from the programming that society has, you know, put upon us. You know what I'm saying? All the things that we have grew up believing based on, you know, indoctrination, things that our parents instill within us. We are breaking away from those things. So a lot of people will perceive us as crazy or, you know, some other stuff because we don't necessarily line up with what they believe. We question the belief system, you know.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I can see how we perceived as crazy.
Okay. You wanna piggyback off that, Phil? Hey, before you do, hey, it's crazy though, hey, cause hey, Wood, hey, broski, like right now, like your background, bro, it look like you got a like a king's crown on your head, bro. That's dope. I'm feeling. Hey, both of y'all sense, cause you got the all black, you know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm feeling both of y'all backgrounds right now, though, bro.
Damn light
and then you just see the smoke in front. I'm feeling y'all backgrounds right now. Definitely. Look, we might have to figure something up back here.
Oh man,
It do look like on top of his head.
I'm loving the energy in the room.
Hey, first of all, my bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, bro. I know Will was telling us you all the way from out in UK, bro.
Hey, I'm currently residing in London, England. So the time over here is like.
That's what's up, man. We ain't never had nobody from the UK, bro.
All right, first time. Welcome.
That's what's up.
What's the time over there?
It's 1:55 a.m.
Ooh.
So that's the time over here right now.
Oh, in the morning.
Man.
Okay.
And we appreciate you for you know what I'm saying?
Staying up for this interview.
Yeah, real talk, man. We appreciate that.
Today, tomorrow.
Yes, today, tomorrow. Right. We on one day, he on another day.
That's where I'm at.
Yes,
There you go.
There you go.
That's what's up.
Any opportunity to talk about what is important to our community and to what's going on and shedding light on matters that actually matter more than what we've been taught or perceive the things that matter. And that's part of being crazy is that, you know, the fact that you don't fit into this formed, shaped society is why you are crazy. The fact that you believe in plant medicine or in the magic beyond what we actually see in this realm, you are crazy. But then again, when we read the Bible and we're talking about this particular individual, the Son of God, which was a reflection of who I am, that was perceived as crazy and died because of it.
Right. Facts.
You know what I'm saying? If this particular individual was to come through today in my body, for example, or in your body, they'll call him schizophrenic. They'll call him crazy. These are the these are the terminologies they'll use. And the truth is, that's what we do. We do that a lot, and it's about tapping into the fact that everything that we've experienced up to this point has molded us into what we are, but we never had the opportunity to be what we were supposed to be before that molding started.
Facts.
So it's about breaking that mold, and again, back to the question into the point that the reflection made. You have to lose your mind because it was not yours to begin with. It was everything else. So at this very moment in time, we don't actually know who we are. We never had time to discover because of everything else we've experienced. Wow. So it is about losing your mind because what you identify as you is not actually you.
Okay. I can hear that. I can receive that. I can see where you come from. Hey, fatty girl. Hey. Okay.
What up?
So you basically saying that the things that our parents instilled in us, the religion, the beliefs, the food, the way of living, the way of how our daily routine, that was all but yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I receive that. I listen.
You got to think about, for example, where your parents got that information from.
Facts. Facts.
Under what conditions were they brought up?
Right.
Because I can tell you something, my ass used to get beat as a child. That didn't do shit to me. The worst case scenario is I was going to get a whooping. Shit, I could do whatever the fuck I want.
Right.
so like that should have let them know that aggression, which is ultimately hitting us because they are feeling shame or anger, to a child, it doesn't make sense. We're like, I'm getting hit, but why am I getting hit? It never made sense. And that's because they were doing this because they didn't know how to deal with the frustration because they didn't know how to raise that particular child. You came ahead of your time. And this is why a lot of the black sheeps in the family are often the ones breaking the spells, aka the generational curses, the traumas, because they have to go away from the trauma to then start to work and what actually happened. And that is just part of, the journey of healing. So, strap on and know that it's a beautiful journey, but it's a journey that it takes some time.
And you know what? That definitely make a lot of sense because when it comes down to like the great, like the great successors and the rich successful people, it's like normally their avenue or they game plan is a lot different from everybody else, and that's why they up there by themselves. Exactly. That's why they was able to get all these different accolades and accomplish all these different things. You feel me? So that definitely, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
As we say, think outside the box.
Facts. You gotta think outside the box.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta go further into it and stop looking at that.
You gotta take that's I mean, really like most black people are thinking about, okay, surviving and living comfortably and, you know what I'm saying, getting out the box. And it's like, you really, I mean, for the exactly, they are living in the moment, but within that moment, they're thinking of, okay, I want some type of wealth. And for those people that are thinking that, it's like, working a 9 to 5 is not going to get you there. You know what I'm saying? It's all about thinking outside the box, you know what I'm saying? And starting your own business and, doing, creating your own corporations and, you know what I'm saying? The things that, the white folks are doing, you know what I'm saying? But definitely, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely feeling that, like, you know what I'm saying? Stepping outside the box is really like what's going to take you, you know what I'm saying? What's going to take whatever person, and that's the thing. It doesn't have to be with money, it could be, you know what I'm saying, with anything. It could be with sports, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But still, they're going to have to step outside that box if they want to be the greatest athlete on this planet. If LeBron James trained for 20 hours a day, they're going to have to train for 24. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they just have to step outside the box and do that extra, that most people ain't going to do. Danielle, what's the word? What's the word, babes?
Hey, love. Hey.
Word?
Blessed evening.
They definitely got to step outside the box, and consciousness is just having a broadened awareness of what you already know, and being open-minded to having a better understanding of things as a whole is a part of looking at it as an individual. You know what I'm saying? Because consciousness teaches us about oneness and everything being connected. So you start to develop empathy for others and where they are in their life, based on what you know that you've experienced. A lot of people don't even realize that they stuck in the program. The first 7 years of our lives pretty much shape how we are and how we view the world. It has a significance on, what we're going to become, just based on that understanding. So once we could step outside of that construct that was created by an elite system, we can really start living life in the fullness that we were supposed to.
Okay. Receive.
Facts. Okay. Now, as far as like how, so as far as like, obviously now you in this conscious community, like what brought you here? You know what I'm saying? Like now, Pharaoh, now we talking to, a lot of our social friends, a lot of people that, that know, where Wood actually, where he came from, you know what I'm saying? And it's a big 360. Like what led you up, or what, experience, or what happened, what put you into this conscious mind state?
Man, actually, my experimentation with plant medicine, specifically mushrooms.
Okay.
About a year ago, I was introduced to them, and funny, I say it was, divinely appointed timing, because I wasn't necessarily looking for it. When you think about shrooms, first thing come to your mind is, hippies and, white folk, things of that nature. So when it was introduced to me, I'm like, hold on, what's this? What made y'all think I wanted this? After doing the research, I became inquisitive to want to try it, and what I experienced, man, it just changed my perception of life and everything that I had learned up until this point. And it also let me know that it was far more to life than what I've known. And I just started going down that rabbit hole.
So for all of the viewers that's watching, like what school us on mushrooms, or like, what have you learned, or you know what I mean? Like for anybody that might be, that's thinking about, trying them, or, like get, what's some more info as far as, as far as the shrooms, like fill us in.
Okay, so the technical name for mushrooms is psilocybin. That's the compound.
Psilocybin.
Psilocybin.
Yeah, it's highly recommended. You know what I'm saying? For me, what I could say about it is it's ancient technology. You know what I'm saying? When we think about, drugs, weed, pills, alcohol, we think about these different things. Mushrooms is the most natural drug that one can take. You know what I'm saying? Just doing the history, before a human ever stepped foot on this planet, the world was covered in fungi. So it has a particular level of intelligence. And it's basically like embedded in the DNA. You know what I'm saying? So when you tap into it, it's tailored specifically for you. Your experience won't be the next person's experience. And for me, it allowed me the opportunity to see past the veil. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes people suffer from blockages and just think outside the box. I feel like mushrooms for me
definitely
gave me the ability to look at things a different way. You know what I'm saying? To approach life challenges and issues in a different manner. You know what I'm saying? So it's a good way of opening your mind to just other concepts. You know what I'm saying? You have people that sometimes just feel like they can't get over the hump, and they just been kind of just stuck in this one space. And it's like, man, you know, I'm praying, I'm doing everything I'm supposed to do, at least I feel. And then that shroom is like connects to your spirit, and it gives you what you need to get to the next level if you're doing it correctly.
What do you mean by doing it correctly?
Doing it with the intention of bettering yourself. I've seen people take it like, you know, because the effects, the feeling effects are kind of similar to taking a pill, like taking an X pill or something. You have this euphoric feeling, oh man, I feel good, you know, but they not necessarily taking it with the intention of bettering themselves. So I didn't honestly know what to expect the first time, but once I saw some things that I had never seen before and I started doing more research, I realized that, well, man, you know, people, there are plenty of stories of people breaking addiction, whether that was to cigarettes, substances, lifestyles, sex. You know, these things really afflict people, and there is a long history of success stories where people have been able to break free from things that have held them bound for years. So when I say doing it properly, just taking it with the intention, speaking over the plant, being in an environment that's conducive to you taking this trip. I wouldn't recommend nobody be around groups of people doing it in like a party setting, because it's a spiritual thing, you know. Okay. So you don't want to necessarily open yourself up spiritually and be around people whose energy is not conducive for us.
Okay.
So
that makes sense.
For all the viewers that's watching, if y'all thinking about, you know what I'm saying, low end, what's the word, bro? If y'all thinking about, you know, having or taking a spiritual journey, like he say, don't do it. You know, you got to do it in the right setting. Don't be in no party setting.
First off, it was the first
and it has to be the right. I was just
that
say,
that was the first thing he said. Your intent. Sure that was what was your magnet. What was you feeling? What was your intent?
Because if you just got some shrooms and you like, I'm just trying to feel good, then the intent ain't there. Like you literally have to be like, you have to have like a epiphany where you just like, damn, like shit in life ain't going how it needs to go, or you know, I'm doing all this wrong or whatever, and then you know what I'm saying, and then you will be in a more of a direction, you know what I'm saying, of where you need to be headed.
But what do y'all think about people saying that, okay, it's natural, but it's still a psychedelic, it's still messing with your mind frame, and it wouldn't necessarily say, if you're thinking about spiritual, you're gonna go into a spiritual kind of trip, or if you're thinking about feeling sexy, you're gonna be sexy, like how X pill do, because that's how it goes with whatever you're feeling. So how do y'all feel about people saying that it's kind of the same thing?
Me personally, I wouldn't say that it necessarily goes with how you're feeling. I think it has more so to do with where you're at in the present. You know what I'm saying? And I say like where you at mentally, physically, spiritually, and it has a way of like diagnosing what it is that you need. You know what I'm saying?
Low end say drop them jewels.
So like
bro.
that blockage there. So that thought process or that motion and or the you saying it in that way, it kind of like opens that up to
open up that third eye.
Definitely opening yourself up to the spiritual world when you tap in with it. You want to piggyback out there, bro?
No, that ain't that. Oh, my bad.
Not you, bro. You so used to being bro. We talking about Pharaoh. He got bro tonight too. Hey, bro. Pharaoh. You, bro. I'm so damn quick. I'm like, no, not you.
Well, it's on me this time. Okay, let's go do it.
Pharaoh. go, bro. Go ahead.
You know what? I appreciate y'all. The energy is contagious.
Hey, we appreciate y'all, bro. You up at
it's only 7 here.
2
It's
o'clock
only
in
8
the
o'clock
morning,
here,
bro.
so.
It's 2 o'clock over there in the UK,
Yeah,
bro. We appreciate you, man. Hey, and we appreciate you too for setting it up with like, cause man, bro.
Good. It's all good. I want to say just like I didn't really get to introduce like this brother has played a significant role in a lot of my growth.
Yeah.
There's a saying that says when the student is ready,
Receive the lesson.
the master will appear.
Mm-hmm.
And I consider brother Pharaoh a master in spirituality and consciousness and self mastery and a lot of things. As I was willing to just let go of my old perception of ways that I have been bound to for a long time, bro was able to provide me with another perspective of how to look at things, and it helped me tremendously. So when I was invited to come on the podcast, I'm like, I gotta bring bro, you know what I'm saying? Because he has given me a lot of gems and a lot of things that I have researched on my own that have helped me. So, I'm just, hoping that he could bless y'all as well.
Hey, and bro, like we actually we witnessed to seeing like how far you done bought him. You know what I'm saying? Because we know, that's what I'm saying. The transformation,
and I could definitely hear it even in your tone, even in your tone and the way you talking, the calmness.
I shut it.
Definitely pay attention.
I got here. And to be honest, he got there himself. And that is the truth. The work is always internal, and it's always your work. Now, it doesn't matter if you can make somebody run around for you. You will never be able to evolve unless you do the work. And to do the work requires bravery. It requires fearlessness. It requires to go into dark places and seek out light. And when you find that light, you find a piece of you. And when you find that piece of you, as you continue to go back into the darkness and find new pieces of you, you start putting a picture of who you are. So right now, he's in the process of doing that.
So
it's a blessing to even be in a position where you can step back and say, hey, this is not who I am, but I don't know who I am. But I'm going to take the time to find out.
Right.
And that's the connection to the soul. So I haven't done anything but did what I came here to do, and that's to support my community, to uplift my community, to heal my community, and that's the work that I was called upon, and that's the work that I will continue to do, because my community deserves that. I deserve more people like me. You deserve more people like me. You know what I mean? That's as real as I can get. And it's not me as an individual, as Pharaoh, but me as a soul that's willing to give love infinitely to another reflection of me. Because we don't do that. We look at each other like competition. We look at each other with fear. And that's the propaganda that we've taken since we were children. You know what I mean? So instead of doing this, and y'all probably notice I come in always doing this, and God knows this very well. This means unity. This means me and you. That means us. So when I'm doing this, this is what it means. It means we're like this, and this is the way it should be. So,
Hey Wood, when I come get my haircut, that's how I start greeting you, bro. Like, what's up, brother?
What I do with this process.
I like that, bro.
I definitely do that. That's crazy. I definitely do that.
So, with regards to the aspect of the magic mushroom, because I used to call it plant-based medicine, and to some of us, because we are healing, it is a medicine to an illness, and that illness is the ego. That illness is the propaganda. That illness is you being grounded that only what you see exists here. See, I believe the term you used earlier on was that our people are trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
See, it's because they only get us to operate at survival mode. We never get to flourish mode.
And he said program. That was another word I'm gonna pull from what Wood said. Program. So these words that's making these connections.
Imagine if.
Wow, what up, bro?
Imagine if all you did was survive. At what point do you have time to flourish? You do not. That does not happen. And that's how this actually gets put together. So when you ingest or take the mushrooms, you can take it in recreational settings. If you just want to start slowly, you can do that. However, do I advise that? No, because for me, it's a travel mechanism. It's ancient technology, as God was saying. It's ancient technology. It's older than me and you, at least the physical me and you, not older than my soul.
And to piggyback off that, bro, it's crazy because it's like, you think about it, it's like all those movies that you watch, and it's like, if it's some type of Mayan temple or something like that, it's like you always see them doing some type of having some type of ceremonial mix where they giving them, and what happens after they start hallucinating, and it's like, okay, now you going through this spiritual journey. But it's so crazy because it's like, like you say, like it's been around for so long, you know what I mean? And it's like they practice it, so it's like it can't be that bad, you know what I mean? Like if it's like this, you see what I'm saying? So it's like I definitely feel that.
There's like I'll put it into perspective in terms of just giving some evidence and some direct information about our culture and our connection to this particular fungi in the form of the mushroom. In ancient Kemet, there was a ceremony called the ceremony of the opening of the mouth, and it was when Osiris or Asar would give the key of life, or the Ankh as we call it, okay, and he would be put into a particular pharaoh's mouth. In this case was Ptah, and he was put in his mouth. But there was next to that particular carving or that painting, there was a table behind him, and that table had all these different foods. One of them was mushrooms. So that just brings that all the way back, all the way back home, and we're talking 6,000 years back.
And I heard too that everything, what did they say? Basically, everything that exists is fungi. I think they said it was y'all said it, that it was the earliest living thing, and then the last living thing. When we die, when our bodies decompose, it becomes fungi. Everything is fungi.
Yeah.
Everything is fungi. Everything.
Correct. Even like we think about, I believe the reflection, the goddess made a statement saying about how people perceive it as a drug, and I love that because people do have become created this taboo towards the mycelium, which is one of the technical or scientific terms for a mushroom, and all it does is, for example, and I break this down in my classes when I say this, excuse me, that we only see 1% of the light spectrum. 1%.
Excuse me.
And of that 1% light spectrum, we only see 0.5%. So out of 1% of light,
and then 0.5%.
we see 0.5%.
No more.
Within that 1%.
Damn.
Okay? And within our hearing, we only hear literally less than 0.2% of the bandwidth frequency. So what I say to people is, when you're taking this technology in, this magic, because I'll be honest with you, it is magic. And what I mean by magic is something that cannot be explained in scientific terms. That's why it's magic, because I have not figured this out. So it is magic. And this is what that is. You are catapulted into a dream state, but a dream state that you are aware of. Just to break it down very simply. So it is about honoring our ancestors, some of them were studying for 40 years before they even took a mushroom. In terms of being a priest and being an initiate. So there is a level of intention that you have to come into a ceremony. There's a level of wanting to see beyond, but he can't be an egotistic, because I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, I'm a gatekeeper in the sense that I'll tell you that you will have a terrible ritual, because terrible based on your perception, because some of us have so much trauma that when it all comes to bubble up and the gates open, it becomes overwhelming. And that's because that's what trauma is. It does that to you. So this is why it's so important to also potentially do it in a ceremony state where you have someone next to you that is aware of how this plant works and operates to guide you for what you're seeing. Because as God said, for everybody is different. It's different. To me, there may be angels. To God, there may be spirits. To you, there may be demons. But to all of us, they're a connection to the divine. They just show themselves in a way that only we can understand, so we don't become overwhelmed by what we're seeing and what we are experiencing. Because at this precise moment in time, my brain can see more than 1% of light. My ears can hear more than 0.5% of sound. Because my DNA is being activated by this fungi.
That's I feel that right there. No, that's real shit. I felt every bit of that. Yeah. And they laughing at our little sound board.
You can't like right on.
I be trying to get it in, you gotta try to fit it in, you know what I'm saying? Hey, so I know, like living in my bad.
You okay.
Living in Chicago, you know what I mean? Like a lot of people is affected by trauma in some way, shape, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? So for the people that have experienced some type of trauma, like what's a way to heal from that?
Well, suggestions or...
Oh, man. Doing the shadow work and being open in the dark. Shadow work is simply you going to the places where you experience trauma, whether that was physical abuse or verbal abuse as a child, going to these uncomfortable places that we all tend to shove to the back of our subconscious, and we never. So going into these places, forgiving the situation, forgiving yourself, and forgiving those who perpetuated those acts of negativity towards you in order to progress. You know what I'm saying? That's basically what that healing journey looks like. And a tool that I utilize is the shadow work journal, because a lot of us are not psychologically or emotionally intelligent enough to face these things. So that shadow work journal is a guide to help you get to spaces you might not remember, because mind you, we push these things to the back of our subconscious, so we don't necessarily remember them off back. But that shadow work journal is just a roadmap to get back to those spaces. You know what I'm saying? So it's extremely important, because how can we help heal as a collective if we are not taking the time to heal ourselves? And we all have trauma. Nobody is exempt. Nobody. I don't. Even if you grew up in
slavery was a trauma.
Silver spoon in your mouth. Yeah. You still experience some type of trauma, but most especially people in Chicago, it's like a black cloud.
And the crazy part is we are so immune to the trauma, because when I speak to other people that don't live here or I say certain things, or I just like, it's like a normal thing to us, and it shouldn't be. Even to the kids at school, certain things don't affect them, and they don't talk about it, or they don't know how to address it, or they don't know how to handle certain situations, because they tend to just lash out and act out, or don't hear what somebody's saying and they react. They react.
Nah, for real.
I see it every single day.
Very
Today.
desensitized to
Today.
shit.
It happened today. I got cussed out today by fourth grade. Fourth grade. I got cussed out. All I said was, okay. And I just kept, because I'm not going to go with you, because that's what you used to. And I don't want you to feel like that. So tomorrow we're going to have a conversation. Because I let it go. Because sometimes I don't want to go there either as an adult. After I've been cussed out and told how many other F words and everything else, I got to calm myself, because then now we got to have a conversation, because I want to know where it's coming from. And that's sometimes what kids don't get, that conversation. People don't listen. You know what I'm saying? They just sweeping under the rug and going to the next day and don't address it. And it's build up. Then he explode on me, whoever. So now we don't talk.
Unresolved trauma could lead to a world of trouble, and take me for, so much hardship I have experienced and things that I went through. I didn't have to go through, but it was because these past experiences had me relating to the world in an unnatural way. You know what I'm saying? And had I known, like, I'll just use this for an example. I could revert back to places and spaces in my life where I have been harsh to people or may have had a harsh delivery. And it was through me doing the shadow work that I realized I suffered physical abuse from my father, beating the shit out of me. You know what I'm saying? And it manifested itself through my ego, harsh to everybody around me as a defense mechanism. You know what I'm saying? But this is the importance of, us going into these dark spaces, because, like I say, we form these insecurities and we form these personalities that are attached to our ego based on these traumas.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's important. It's in the journey of self-mastery, enlightenment, and self-reflection, because when we can get to these places and change the narrative, we could broaden our perspective and open our minds to view the world differently and, view other reflections differently and understand, well, okay, that fourth grader who lashed out at earlier, it's not necessarily him, it's what he go through at home. You know what I'm saying? And that was based on a program that his parents
right.
from. Yep. So, this is how we start breaking these generational curses and, unleashing these shackles that have had us mentally enslaved, psychologically enslaved for so long.
Hey, you know what's crazy? It's like,
thanks, Ray.
So,
thank you, Ray.
Hey, Ray, appreciate
thanks
that.
Thanks for sending stars.
Appreciate that.
Our viewers send us stars for support. So they send us donations. So you may hear us say thanks so they sending us donations. Yeah.
Hey, peace and love, everybody. I can't see no comments because we on FaceTime.
Oh, you definitely get love. People saying spit your jewels.
We on FaceTime, y'all, so they can't see.
Yes,
they can't see the comments, but they said peace and love. Well, y'all been here.
Yeah.
I'm repeating shit like y'all can't hear.
I was definitely been drop them jewels. Speak fact, you know what I'm saying? So they giving out, and they was unresolved trauma. Yeah, so going through dark nights, so people out they tuning right in.
Well, I was finna say some shit. I was saying the thought. I forgot what the fuck I was.
Give your perspective on the healing and the trauma, fellow.
Man, it's there is the healing journey. It's wonderful because
facts, right?
Because you actually get, again, you go back to being a child, like not knowing anything and accepting that you don't know anything. I always turn around to people and I say start with shadow work. So when God was talking about shadow work, he also incorporated what we call noting or diarying or recording. And this is what I call a grimoire. And a grimoire just literally means a book of spells. When I'm writing things down, what am I doing? I'm spelling, right? So I'm casting spells when I write shit down.
Yeah.
What I got going on.
I like that.
Thank you, Ray.
Who can anyone, what you write, can anyone say that you didn't write?
Nope.
You can't even lie to yourself that you didn't write it. But imagine now if you wrote down these important things about you that you're recognizing, it means you're starting to hold yourself accountable for what you've done to other people in that journey as well as yourself. So you can hold yourself as what part I played in other people's trauma. What part did I play claiming that I'm the victim and the whole world is against me. Right.
I get that.
The truth of the matter, let's break it down. Everything is actually your fault because every decision is yours. You have control over everything, over yourself, but yet you choose to give control to all these other variables that are not you. And that's when you lose the power within yourself. Right. See, I see you reflecting.
You return it over. You don't give it over.
I got you. I got you. This one's for you.
That's
why it's hitting you. And I say this to people all the time.
Because that's what's going on now. That's actually what's going on now with a situation. I have to literally tell someone, I am not going to hold on to this. I let it go. Because it's not my karma. That'll come to them later. That ain't mine. I got favor. And I know what my faith is. So when I got faith in something, I'm not going to turn that to you. So you're going to go ahead on and keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Hey, that's so my bad, John. I remember what I was going to say. We was talking about, he said generational curse. And, you know, it's kind of crazy, right? So because, I just finished my apprenticeship for electrician like a year and a half ago. And within part of that, it was a class that they tried to put us through where basically they're trying to, because what they're trying to do is they're trying to break this curse because as a foreman, you know, that's like the boss that's running a job. Sometimes, you know, they could be assholes, they could be, you know what I mean? And it's like they go through a lot of stress. So they tried to have basically this class that basically kind of teaches us like, okay, you have to consider what they might be going through at home. They might come in and lash out at you. And, you know, you have to consider this. So, you know, it's not necessarily their fault. Give them the benefit of the doubt. And then they like trying to make us aware of this. So if we become in this position now, we consider the things that we do like, damn, he fucked his job up. Well, you know what? Maybe he didn't understand. Or, you know what? Let me, you know. So it's like they trying to break the, you know what I mean, break the generational curse, but it's like we need to do the same thing. You see what I'm saying? Just in a different fashion for the most part to get free of, because we all we got is trauma. You know what I'm saying? It's all we got, especially Chicago. Chicago's like the number one place where it's like it's so much trauma that we then need a way to, you know, to teach people to, you know what I'm saying, with this healing, which that's what y'all doing, but I mean, it needs to be more of a, you know what I mean? Like this shit needs to be taught in school. This should be like a curriculum.
But it's actually called right now SEL, social emotional learning. They have that in the curriculum in the morning. I do it every morning. If I don't do nothing else, I'm gonna ask you what you eat last night. I'm gonna ask you how was your day or what did you do. I know I can tell you about everybody in my class on who they didn't, but you have to talk more because they don't talk. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times it's just them at home. They're the person at home that's doing everything, cooking, cleaning, doing. So they the adult already. So at least let them be a kid in some type of point and get some type of expression out or talk, or let them talk amongst each other because somebody may not have a phone. This may be my only outlet is when I get to school. Right. You know, so I do social emotional learning but it's not like a 45-minute class though. It's more so like doing breakfast or right before social studies.
But is that really healing though? You know what I mean? And like, I see what you're saying though.
You do have social workers.
It is helping them. I'm sorry, it is helping them.
You do have social workers and case managers too. So if you have somebody that you feel you want to refer that need more intense, in a sense, in that way. But no, is it a curriculum? Is it taught? No.
Yeah, it should be taught. At least like maybe like even high school, because now it's like maybe at this age now it's like they can kind of maybe more so identify like what a trauma actually is. You know what I mean?
And handle situations
too. Yeah.
Because when you get to high school, that's a whole different ball game.
Mm-hmm. I don't think the school system is going to ever give us the opportunity to really tap into that. Like,
we too much of a threat.
Just like you said, what you call it, the SL?
SEL, social emotional learning.
They'll give you that, but they won't.
But the fact that you just said that's crazy, because we just said that one of our co-workers said that. The system
they
is
the ones
built
that
for
create
the other system.
with the program.
Hold on, you was cutting in. Say that one more time.
Now, I was saying that I don't necessarily see our society of schooling giving us the actual tools that we need to excel. You know what I'm saying? I think that type of responsibility should fall on the parents.
Yes.
Facts.
More so on the parent, but I think the parent and the school and the home, that works hand in hand. Because we have your child just as long as you have your child. And a little bit longer.
Plain say she got a
I'm
question.
speaking of like.
Yeah, he
What's
did say
up,
go
man?
ahead.
So when we think about school, we understand that everything comes from a curriculum.
Yeah.
It came from a higher up.
Yeah.
And we know from history that the higher ups never really considered us.
Right. Okay.
You know,
So more so home based.
School is really just like a daycare for real. You know what I'm saying?
No, I won't say that because I know we teach. I know we.
I'm not saying that you don't teach, but what I'm saying is we have been given a curriculum with an expected end.
Yes.
Right,
Okay.
right,
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
We
nice.
get the hand-me-down of education in reference to what they get and what they kids get.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
So it's like, you know, we get an education, but it's in a box. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, let's see.
Okay, so we got some comments and some questions or something. Go
We're
ahead.
gonna read a couple comments.
Go ahead.
Ray said, I feel that works hand in hand, but typically I feel like it should start at home and transition into the school with the teacher's help. Right, facts.
Agree.
Facts.
Go ahead.
Let's see, she said they won't give a nation they see as inferior the keys to empower themselves, then they become a threat. So they pass down the curriculum to keep us obedient. Facts.
Okay. Let's go.
Shikai. Yeah, that's your people. They actually said we're over here. Yeah, they say
definitely daycare. Plain Jane agrees. She says definitely a daycare.
Definitely a daycare. It's a million teachers who aren't teaching. They are enablers. Yep.
Okay, I agree. There's a lot of teachers that's not.
I say I agree.
And that's in any job.
Yep.
Because how many?
What's the question, Plain Jane?
She said we asked, what's your question, Plain? Plain Jane said she has a question. What that's in the screen?
Battery low.
We got
On what?
It's on the screen.
On this.
Yeah, give me this now. We don't want that screen to go off. All right. We want bro and bro to stay.
I'm going to be very controversial with this particular statement that I'm about to make, because one, it's about time we started deprogramming what we learned about what school actually is.
Yes.
School is a training ground to allow you to fit into what they've already created in the form of what you're supposed to do for society.
I'm agree with you on that.
Has nothing to do with you. Has nothing to do with your creativity and what's your purpose, and actually learning things that you can use on a day-to-day to better yourself. It has all to do with division and giving you individual merit over. By the way, we've never worked as individuals. You know, when they say, if you notice, and I'm sure, Reflection, you're a teacher, and one of my tribe members is also a teacher, and she can testify to this too, what I'm about to say. Do kids not work better in groups than in individual work?
Yes, they feel more better with a partner, a group, with, confidence, even with projects,
Why?
Yeah.
Because we're not supposed to work as individuals.
Yeah. And
So
see, and that's how our
it's-
seating is. We in pods. We call them pods. So some classes got them in rows. We in groups. We keep them in groups. We don't isolate.
I never thought about that.
We don't isolate the kids. They all, because they also too need that interaction. They need to know how to socialize without, you know what I'm saying? Without even being taught. I could probably Jane.
Okay, Plain, your question.
That's not a question.
Oh, they are programmed.
She has a
She has a question.
You gotta ask.
You gotta put the question in there because
That's all we talking about. Spirituality.
So she said she got a question about that, but present your question because we have to read it to them. They can't see.
Oh yeah, they can't see none of the questions.
Yeah, my bad. Plain.
Yeah, they can't read none of the questions. They don't know none of what we're saying. Yeah. But I agree with what you're saying, though. Everything you just said.
You said, ask the question.
I agree with everything you said.
You got to type it in, Blaine.
They do work more better with groups. They in regards to yes, not individuals.
That's dope, though. I never thought about that.
Mm-hmm.
But that's important. Piggybacking off, bro. Like, it's important that we get in a more of a togetherness state of mind, and stop being so like you said earlier, being in competition with one another, and start coming together and looking at these pieces of the puzzle that we call life as a collective. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes for us to do things together to get things accomplished at an expeditious rate. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
every other race do it. They all live in one house. They all got 10 beds. They got one store. They spend the money back to the country. Then they get another store. Then they send another. And they build together.
They know how to build. Yeah.
They build together. Plain has a question.
Plain got a question.
Go ahead.
She said, "How do you reconnect to your spirituality after feeling disconnected?"
Sorry, what was the reflection's name? So I know who I'm about to say these beautiful words to.
Musically, DJ Plain Jane.
Plain Jane. Alright, I got you. It's very simple. It's not about how, it's about now. And what I mean by that is that a lot of the time we think about how too much. Our biggest burden are our thoughts. Stop overthinking things. Everything you do is magic because you're connected to God. So it doesn't matter how you go about it. There's no right or wrong way. Just get into it and stop making excuses. Stop stopping yourself from finding yourself. Because that's what we're doing. We're just tripping on each other. And no one is tripping us. We're just tripping ourselves and then pointing at some place in the darkness and saying, they did it. No, we did.
Right.
I perceive that.
So instead of saying how are we going to get there, no. Just start. Because it has to start. That's the only one you're going to get there. You have to move. But you have to do it for yourself. So it's not so much about, how to go back. It has never left you. It's within you. You just chose not to listen to that part of you. That's all. So start listening. Because the soul is always talking.
I received that one.
The soul never stops talking.
Shaky.
Shaky. Sorry. We sorry. Shaky. Okay, shaky.
You got a comment.
Shaky.
Y'all gotta read that.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
comment.
Shaky say we can't come together to fight if we don't know what we up against. As a people, we have to know thy enemy.
Yeah.
You cannot dodge or hit what you can't see. Stand vigilant and reliant upon truth, and passing that down as curriculum can be the only way.
Absolutely.
Shaky said it is pronounced shaky, like shaky.
Appreciate that, Shaky.
And then what?
That's little bro.
Brandy.
Hey, Brandy. Yeah, we get some good feedback, some good questions.
They dropping some jewels over
Yeah,
there.
so we appreciate definitely because I received everything you just said. Because I definitely get in the way with my own thoughts. I overthink things on certain things, and I know I got the potential and just do it.
Check this out. Let's break this down so everyone can take something beautiful right now. We are all babies. That's the truth. We are all babies. We're all babies that don't know anything about anything. And the moment we stop looking at each other as like adults and, all of these perceptions, they have to break away because I don't know more than you. I just experienced a different way of life. And there is something in my experience for you, as well as there's something in your experience for me. And the moment we start operating like that is the moment we start actually doing something. So talking about collective information, that's really what this is about. Is you have to literally put yourself in a position to be available to do this work. So if it resonates with your solar plexus, and this is what I say to people, if I'm speaking or somebody else is speaking and you feel it in your gut You feel it in your tummy, take it because it's for you.
That's why I say receive. Receive.
No, it don't matter about nobody.
Nope.
That's it. So, we can come together, and to be honest, there's a lot of enemies. A lot of enemies. A lot. And they are everywhere. I'm going to tell you, you think that brother down the road is your ops?
You
have no idea.
Made him to the left of you.
Like, there's certain words I can't even use because of, freedom of speech ain't free no more. Yeah. And the and the powers that be are operating in the darkness right now to take away freedom of speech entirely. Excuse me.
I didn't know they
where you can be prosecuted for making a statement about, Crown 19. That's what we're gonna call it, C19. You know what I'm saying? It's something as simple as that. You can be prosecuted for it. So they're operating in the darkness when we out here, focusing on Palestine and Israel, what they got going on. Focus on Ukraine and Russia, what they got going on. We're not seeing the play that's actually happening in the fold right now.
As they say, the underlay for the overplay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? The underlay for the overplay. Because when we watch CNN 10, and they definitely talking about Pakistan, it really ain't every day. That's an everyday news.
That's what they were saying about the submersible when that happened. There was a lot that was going on. It was like nobody was paying attention.
Yeah. What we was talking about the ship. So it was like it's they throw out something, boom, distract your attention.
That part. That's exactly. I'm talking.
I'm here. I hear.
I talk to a lot of people on a daily since I've been on this journey, and I hear people say, "Oh man, I got to go to work. I got to do this. I got to do that." I recommend everybody just set aside time to unbusy yourself so you can go within. So overloaded with things that don't really matter. And I'm not saying quit your job, because I understand we all got to make money in order to survive in this realm, but don't make the pursuit of money overcome you to the point where you negate self, like inner self. All of these things that we need to figure this experience out. You know what I'm saying? Why are you here? You an electrician, you a teacher. Is that your sole purpose for coming to this earth plane, though?
Right.
So instead of you having a job, keep in mind that there is something that the world needs from you, the collective needs from you in the midst of your experiences. And we owe it to ourselves, and we owe it to our children and those who we love to figure ourselves out, because the best thing I could do for you is being the best me. Because the best me is going to pull you up. The best me is going to love my neighbor. The best me is going to do what I'm supposed to do for my fellow man. But if I get to that point, I don't have the awareness or the consciousness to understand, well, man, that brother hungry. Let me give him something to eat because I have a bigger portion on my plate. So it's important that we unbusy ourselves. Y'all know me. I used to party like a rock star. But even if that's your thing, I'm not knocking nobody for where they at. Take a weekend off.
I definitely been doing that lately.
Yeah.
And stay in, and read a book or internalize some knowledge. Get on a group call with brothers and sisters.
With your father, with your mother. Talk to some people that matter.
Yeah.
People that's gonna be sitting on the front row. Shit, them the people that's gonna be there for you. People don't get that. They so involved in the world that it's not a real world.
Right.
Not a whole damn world.
Yeah, man. Just take that time though. Take that time to
agree.
Focus on you, because we all have room for improvement.
Facts.
Yes. Hey, no matter the age, no matter the height of where you at in your career, you all agree.
We're all babies. Yeah. It's that simple. There's nothing else to it. You know,
It's crazy you said that. I told this teacher I work with, she like 23. So she was saying how her the new baby is starting to walk. She's like, so she got this little walker. And I said, do you realize it's nothing but the circle of life? The baby got the walker. The baby don't have no teeth. The baby need Pampers. When you get older, you got the walker. You ain't got no teeth. You may need some Pampers. Mm-hmm. And all this just go right back. And she looked at me and I was like, yeah. She said, I didn't think about it like that. And I said, look at the little old baby walking around. Look at this old little lady. We was laughing, but you keep saying babies, but that's all it is. We're learning, crawling. Yeah.
Think about that image every time you think about yourself. Because the truth of the matter, that's what you are. And the moment you do that, you humble yourself to owe the knowledge to the world. Because you open yourself up to being teachable, to being able to absorb information instead of just responding with emotion. And that's what happens. So when you have, folks talking about all black people are too emotional, no, we are emotional. But we are being attached to a perception because they are using our trauma to manipulate us emotionally.
Yeah.
Because it's emotional warfare. Right. That's what that is. It's physical, it's spiritual, and emotional warfare. And we've been losing in all three fronts because we haven't even realized that we were in a battle this whole time.
We even knew about it.
And that's what that is. So it's
hey World Pots.
There's a lot of ops out here, and it's a lot bigger than everything else that we ever known. And the truth of the matter is, we just have to come together. We have to make sure we kick out anybody that because by the way, these people that are our ops actually look like me and you. They do.
That's who they send to attack.
It shouldn't even be that way.
Familiar face.
Ain't nobody that know is better than us. So how do they manipulate us so well? They put this Caucasian man from the Caucasus Mountains and say, they are the 1%ers. Yeah, they are there too. But there's other people behind them because there's no way these individuals can know me the way they know me, the way I operate, the way my emotions operate, the way I'm going to respond to particular things. You had to study me for eternity to know this information, and y'all ain't been here that long.
Facts.
Y'all ain't been here that long to know that information. So I know that we have some what we call in-house slaves.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We have a few of them.
I agree.
And they're literally out here operating. And these are the people that we really need to worry about because these are the people that claim to be spiritual. These are the people that claim to be about their community. But actually what they are doing is they are damaging the community and then taking away the opportunity for these people to actually receive healing from people that actually are here doing the work. So there's a lot of what I call charlatans. There's a lot of them out here. There's a lot of ops. You know what I mean? So we just have to be aware that they come in every shape and they are everywhere.
So both of y'all vegan?
No. Let me put it out there right now.
He said, no.
I chose vegan.
I'm salty too though, because I wanted to play.
Had experience on mushrooms where I envision all the meat in my freezer is dead animals. So
dead animals? What the hell?
Yeah, at that particular moment, I was just like,
Malcolm said you need mushrooms for that. They all dead animals in the freezer.
like literally, like I had a vision that I opened my
wake
freezer.
up?
And there was a dead cow head in there, a dead,
Oh my God. So they're actual animals. So that freaks you out to go.
Did they talk to you?
Nah, they ain't say nothing. They was
man, fuck all that. Hey, that vegan shit gotta go, man. Cause you was cooking up all them good ass recipes. Now he got his own damn cooking show on live. Right. Apron and all that. The whole cooking show. The whole damn cooking show on live. This man showing you the seasonings to use and the amount of everything. Now he cooking. What you cooking now? Plants.
plant based, but I'm telling you, it's what it has done for me. I can't even put it in words, man. Like,
but now, real talk. What is?
Hey, but I ain't gonna lie. So look, I will say this, right? So
you can't go.
So I tasted
Jay, you see how you just asked that question?
He had some lentil soup.
You can ask a question.
That shit was fire. That was the first time I ever had lentil too. Appreciate that, Wood. I never had no lentil up until that point. It was fire. It was some lentil soup. That was fine. And then bro made lentil soup. Yeah. And then bro had made he had made two juice. He made a fruit punch. It was like no sugar, just all fruits.
Okay.
And like it was like I don't know, like when you swallow, like when it went down, like it just feel different. Like it don't feel like. It don't feel like I'm dead ass. Like for real, like it made you feel some type of way. Though. You know what I'm saying? Like
just type the question.
I'm playing that right. You gonna ask
a question. Can you ask a question?
Ask you don't have to ask. Type it.
Just type it out, play.
And we're going to read it, and it's going to get just like the first question.
What don't you know? Keep typing. I would operation to ask.
We're not going to be quiet until you start typing.
I'm trying not
what
to
is wrong with you?
And I'm trying to read, but not. I want to answer. Man, play. Man, come on, play that.
Y'all see how I asked were they vegans? It's a question. They answer.
So I'm afraid.
What don't you get about?
The two fruit drinks. The other one was, I think, it was a watermelon, and then the other one you made was just fruit punch, and them was fire. Them was fire. And then I don't know that mac and cheese that you cooked for Thanksgiving. You saying they had no cheese? That shit look like it had cheese, but it would look fire as hell.
It was a plant based cheese. The base is like chickpeas, but
okay.
One thing I could say about switching the diet up is that when you go into the store,
that's a acquired taste.
It's so much stuff in there that your body don't even need. You know what I'm saying? And when we go to other countries, these things is not even allowed to be sold. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of the things that we internalize are meant to keep you in a lower state of consciousness. You know what I'm saying? So once I start eating plant-based foods and drinking natural juices over a certain amount of time, and I realized, like, well, shit, I really don't even need the meat for real. And doing it so long, I'm 4 months in now. My taste palette is different, so it's just like, I don't really have a need for it. I've lost body fat that was not necessary to be here. You know what I'm saying? I could think clearer. I feel better. You know what I'm saying? I could definitively just see the difference. So I just chose to stick with it.
I'll break something down right there real quick. It's important to know that there's a difference between eating living food and corpses, and that's what we eat when we eat animals. Now, our ancestors at one point were hunters, but that wasn't our diet. Our diet was fruits, vegetables, and grains. That was our diet. In fact, that is the diet we operate best at. We actually called frugivores. That's actually our natural state. That's not everybody's diet, by the way. Not everybody can do that. There's been, some European people that have attempted an ITAL vegan diet and they died from starvation because their bodies are they're not made from that. See, we are melanated beings. That means we are sun eaters. So anything that requires the sun to create anything, we're eating the sun. And every time we eat fruit, when we eat vegetables, we're eating the sun. Right? That's what melanin requires. It requires the sun to be activated. So every time we're eating fruits, vegetables, and grains, that's what we're eating the sun. When we're eating an animal, we're not eating the sun, we're eating death. That's what we're eating. So from my perspective I've been on my journey with food, and I went from eating a lot of meat to not eating meat at all, to understanding that actually it's about not becoming a consumer, and it's about understanding where you are in your journey, whether you're capable of doing this or not. My journey as with food, it's going to lead me to a place where I won't be eating at all in the future. I literally would just be drinking water and maybe eating maybe once a week, and that would be me. However, where I'm at in my journey now,
Wait, question: can you could survive like that?
Absolutely,
18 days.
absolutely,
18 days?
absolutely. It's you think about meditation and fasting.
All right. Well, yeah,
5 days.
That's what I got going on.
Okay.
So
Okay.
even now, although I also eat meat, and how I eat my meat is very simple. I don't eat no red meat. I only eat chicken. And the times that I eat chicken, I ultimately don't make it the main part of my meal. In fact, it's like a side dish.
Okay.
You know, when we eat food, it's often the dish is the meat, and then we surround it with sides, right?
Yeah.
That's what we do. We get the rice, we get the collard greens, we get a coleslaw, we get potato salad. These are the sides, but the main is the meat, and that's the mentality we have to change, because we're consumers, and we've fell under one of the 7 deadly sins, which is gluttony. That's what we are. And guess what? We black folk, so we are consumers. We're big consumers. We are easily attached to things that makes us feel good, because we want to find joy in everything. Our natural state is to be joyous. You know what I mean? So you got to understand that actually you have to know what your diet is. You have to understand that when you eat something that is dead, you take its trauma. And you also take the karma for eating something that it used to possess a soul, because everything possesses a soul. So these are the realities when you're eating meat. These are the realities about finding what your diet is. But what I'll suggest to everyone that's on the journey is understand that when you're eating, this is what you're putting inside your body. And you talk about GMO food. Let's not even get into that. That's a whole different conversation, and we can spend a whole 2 hours just on nutritional needs, and that's something that we can really tap into, because we've been targeted because of that.
Right.
We have been. We're talking about Santa Maria, aka cannabis, aka Kush, aka Mother Earth that you're smoking. The only reason why it's become legal is because, well, they learned how to genetically modify the Kush. So for a herb that doesn't have any traces of creating, lung cancer, it now does, because of the soil it's grown in. Okay. So you understand that what you're smoking, actually the reason why it's legal is because there's nothing that the government is going to give to folk that they understand they would allow them to come back to themselves. For example, if you smoke, and you allow that smoke to take you to a place where you're conscious of yourself, then my friend, you are starting to elevate yourself. So imagine if the government knows this is why they fought it so hard back in the 60s and 70s when all the white folk were smoking, they were big hippies, and Cheech and Chong came out. That happened, but the government still said no. Why? Because they didn't weaponize it at that moment in time. They have now. So understand, there's nothing they're going to give you for free, especially something that is renowned for being a spiritual herb for us. This is why when it comes to smoking, forget any other thing in this plane, any other sensation. When it comes to this plant, that's us. We know that. That's us. that's we right there. That is literally who we are. So when they took that away, criminalized it, and now putting it back and legalized it, it's because there's an agenda. So it's so important to going back to who the ops are. Again, just letting y'all know the way this situation has also come together is because of that. So it's important to know that all of these little things are happening right now, and just being aware of it, you have to learn to protect yourself. And that's why it's so important to know what you're putting inside your body, and understand. And I would say it's great practice for all of you guys and anyone that's currently, listening to the podcast. Very simply, speak to your food. You know the concept of prayer before you eat, right? It's called speaking to your food from a spiritual standpoint. I am saying what I'm taking from this meal. You know what I'm saying? I'm sending vibrations of love. For example, before I drink my water, I say thank you, I love you. Guess what? Water retains information. It has memory.
It do.
So when I'm drinking vibrations of love that I send out to that water. When I'm eating, if I'm eating meat, every time I say exactly the same thing. Allow me to take whatever nutritional value there is in this meat without taking any of the trauma or any of this journey being attached to my DNA as soon as I consume it. I've now put a spell on that meal. That I understand what I'm putting inside my body, and I'm also changing what it may do to my body in a way that it doesn't impact me in such a negative way versus being conscious and unconscious of what I'm putting in my body.
Like we speaking it into the universe.
Right, and the universe always listens, and this is the issue that everyone has, is that we always say, oh yeah, I'm speaking to the universe. This universe doesn't stop listening. The days that you don't feel like your things ain't coming through, and you say, see, so bullshit. Fuck all that. Woo. Guess what? The universe ain't stopped. The bigger, it's like gravity. The bigger the manifestation, the more time it takes for you to get that gravity, to create the gravity, to attract that thing that is bigger than you. Because that's how gravity works. Is if I'm this size and I want to attract something this size, I can't attract it unless I create gravity. That's how it's going to come to me. But that requires time and space. And that's what this is all about. So when you're manifesting, the universe is always listening. And the days that you give up on yourself are the days that you actually have to show out for yourself and show up for yourself. You know what I mean? So back to what can you do to support people in that journey? Gratitude, affirmations, music, shadow work. Like, these are all things that you can do to support yourself in your journey. Write things down, because again, you can't lie to yourself if you've written down the information. You can't say to yourself, I didn't do that. Yes, you did. There's the time, there's the date, you wrote it. Now lie to yourself some more. And that level of accountability gets you to breakthroughs. And the more you hold yourself accountable, the more you go into the darkness and find a piece of you in the form of light, coming back to yourself with a piece of you that ultimately shows you who you are at your core. Not at the surface level, not what you think you are, who you are, which is your soul. And your soul knows, because your soul is older than your mind. And that's the issue. Imagine when we hear our soul speak in our heart, in our stomach, we don't pay attention to it, but it's older than you. What do you know?
That's that. I had a first, that was out the will, my first mind. I really lived those sayings, yeah.
What do we know when the soul has been here before we created time? Because we created time. Human beings created time. But time didn't exist where my soul was created. In fact, it wasn't even created. It already existed. So this lets you know that we are too busy ignoring our soul, but we're busy, preoccupied, worrying about what our mind is thinking and what we're experiencing here. And this is why it's called the five senses. 5 senses to imprison you, but you don't need any of them to see clearly what's going on here. Because your 5 senses is what grounds you to this experience. When you talk about smell, taste, touch, all of these things are senses. And guess what? If I was to close my eyes and shut myself off from this world, I open myself up to the world that I come from.
Is that the 6th sense? Would that be like a... Okay.
Yes. Okay. Now we're talking about the pineal gland. Now we're talking about the third eye. Now we're talking about BE8 activation, which is your genetic composition, and how to actually get your cells to actually start transmuting energy. I'm talking about curing disease, being able to know when you're becoming ill, being able to protect your energy, being able to heal other people with touch. Are we talking about the character from the Bible, which is actually a true story? This is what he was doing. He was practicing Reiki. He was practicing meditation. He knew about incarnation. This is why he said, if you believe in God, you will live eternally. Yeah, you would, because you understand that your soul never dies.
Eternal. Eternal.
That's what he was teaching you. But again, them motherfuckers thought he was crazy. You out here blaspheming, bang, bang, bang. And that's what happened. Guess what? That's what's happening now again. But guess what? Knowledge is everywhere. So if you choose to stay asleep and if you choose to be ignorant, then I guess you continue to live in bliss, because ignorance is bliss.
Yeah.
Because the moment you're no longer ignorant is the moment you are accountable. And when that happens, that's when the journey of healing and growth happens. Because you can't run back to not knowing. You know too much now. So you got a choice. You either forget everything you know and go back to who you were, but at the back of your mind and in your heart, you will always feel that you know what's to do and what is best. So you're literally living a lie, because you're lying to yourself that you're supposed to be this person. Because becoming this person you want to be is a lot harder than just going back.
Red or blue pill?
The red or blue pill.
That's it.
The Matrix. Like the Matrix. Plain had a question. She said, what does synchronicities and spirituality mean?
Synchronicities?
Synchronicities, yeah. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Synchronicities is just basically confirmations of, say for instance, I'll receive a message, and I receive that message personally, and then I'm having a conversation with God, and he just so happens to harp on the same subject. That's a version of synchronicity, just being in sync.
Synchronized,
Okay.
In sync. It's synchronized.
Synchronicity, just being in sync with others. Like he all the way in London, I'm all the way here in Chicago, but we, this flame. So many times we talk about things that we have experienced, or information that we've come across, and like, what's the coincidence in that? I mean, it just really shows the power of oneness, and that we are all connected. All of this information, all of these downloads are readily available to us all. When we talk about, for instance, how we separate ourselves racially, you know what I'm saying? And when we go back to ancient spirituality, I'm not talking about the Bible or Islam. And I just want to paint this picture. We live in a world that is over 4.5 billion years old. When we speak of religion, spirituality from the perspective that we know it and our ancestors have given it to us, Christianity is only 2020 years old, 23 years old, a little over 2,000 years old. So how can we hold any of these, quote unquote religions that separates us as our truth, when the whole intention of them was to colonize us, control us, and keep us in a state of fear? Because God is too vast of an entity, of a being, of a source of creation, to put it in a box. Whether that's a box of Christianity, whether that's a box of Islam, whether that's a box of... We have to honor all of these different facets of spirituality, because we can find God in all of them.
That's the common denominator.
That's the common denominator. You can talk. Everybody has their view of condemnation or another belief, because their way is the only way. Consciousness, awareness, knowledge, to us.
Your phone breaking up.
There are several ways to get back to source.
Okay.
So once we can acknowledge that, we step out believing into no. I don't have faith. I know God is real because I've experienced through my lens, and I can honor this reflection, brother or sister. I can honor their interpretation because they've experienced. But like Brent said, the common denomination is God. That's the only thing we focused on. You know, so if you love Jesus, I would say do the history and understand who Yeshua was and what his journey was about. If you are a Buddhist, what Buddhists would happen to that knowledge, but always be open-minded to the next person's perspective of spirituality, because there's truth in all of them.
Yeah. I believe they were talking about synchronicity, and the truth of the matter is, if I was to just give you guys something to take home about synchronicity, is if you feel that there is a synchronicity happening, you should pay attention. Because maybe you didn't see it the first time it happened, the second or the third, and the universe is trying to tell you something. So when synchronicities happen, pay attention, or else you might find yourself either in the situation where you have to go through a challenging experience so you can learn something, just because you weren't prepared enough, or because you are vibrating at such a frequency that the universe is just constantly affirming you by putting you in situations where you get to shine your light in other people so they can awaken themselves. So it's very important. Yes, it is ultimately you being guided by the universe saying keep going. If these are positive synchronicities, keep going. It's basically saying, come on, keep going. It's pushing you to go, because you going in the right direction. That's why it's telling you to go. That's why it feels right. This is why you excited. This is why you feel joy. Like, this is why it's funny. It's you go. It's when these synchronicities are negative or informational. We need to we have to pay attention, because there's a lesson there for us. So it's important to take that in, for real.
That's what's up.
Let's think about this. A year ago, let's say a year and a half ago, shrooms was not a common thing.
It wasn't.
But I'm just talking about in the Chicago community, now it's everywhere. Yeah. You got to pay attention to that. Like, what is source? What is the universe telling us about this plan? Why is it coming available to everybody?
Yeah. Because they didn't really used to be out like that. Now people be like, yo, I got shrooms. Like, yeah.
Yeah, man, your neighborhood drug dealer definitely got some shroom bars for you. But,
right.
Don't be afraid. And also, don't become dependent on these things, because what'll happen is it's just the introduction to what's going on. You know what I'm saying? It's the introduction to stepping behind the veil. But once you get beyond it, we got to do the work ourselves to be able to. We can actually get to these states through meditation and other practices. You know what I'm saying? This is just the introduction to just opening your mind to receive the, hey, it's another way to doing shit the way that I've been doing it. You know what I'm saying? And that's when we get to experience what life is really about, man. It ain't all about money. It ain't all about the feel good. You know what I'm saying? It's about tapping into the reason you're here. We're spirits. If really unpack this, probably don't have that much time, but you wouldn't even imagine how old you really are. You know what I'm saying? Energy, when we speak about the spirit, we talking about energy that cannot be created nor destroyed. We're everlasting. That's when you hear us refer to each other as gods, is because we cognizant of the fact that God lives within us, each and every one of us. So when I acknowledge Brandy as a goddess, or I acknowledge justice as a god, it's not blasphemy. That's actual facts. That's actual science. When we go back to the DNA structure and the first code and message of that DNA being tetragrammaton that is translated into English context as God. They never wanted you to know that you had God capabilities because they always wanted to control you. They always wanted to manipulate your intentions by the things that they feed to our brains through the visual and the things that we internalize through our stomachs. Your gut is a whole nother brain within itself. So when we internalize, like the brother said, these dead things and these things that have personalities and fear attached to them from being butchered, it just feeds into the fear mongering that we see every time we go on social media, every time we turn the TV on, every time we watch the news. So this is why all of us walking around the streets of Chicago scared of each other or scared to lose your life. Like, at this point, for me, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, like, I'm not scared of death because I know that life, I live forever. You know what I'm saying? So, a part, like God said in the beginning, we got to start deprogramming ourselves of the things that we have been indoctrinated and conditioned to believe, because that was already prepackaged to determine your destiny and to give you a place in today's economy as a worker. And that worker is, we just gonna be real, man. We making pennies on the dollar while these people sitting back like fat rats. You know what I'm saying? And they running this shit with an iron fist, but their time is coming to an end. As we can see, as we wake up more and more, it's not just me. I see a lot of reflections. A lot of people are asking these types of questions that we weren't having these conversations 2, 3, 4 years ago.
So the platform is being opened up.
For sure, for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And it's time. The time is not how, it's now. Whatever that entails, whatever knowledge or understanding that you have right now, put that into effect and be open to receive other things. You know what I'm saying? And see, and just, weigh it against your spirit. Okay, this for me, this may not be for me.
Right. Everything not for everybody.
Give it an honest shot. And I guarantee you, it'll change your life.
Let me ask y'all this. Would y'all be open to come back on the platform again?
Most definitely.
Absolutely.
We want to pause right now. We want to take a pause because we know it's late. You know what I'm saying? Everything is going on, but we want to make sure that we have to put a part 2 to this. That's why I'm saying it now. So we're going to stop in this moment. So we can, first off, thank you both for your time, because time is one thing we cannot get back. So we appreciate you and your time. So then we want to say we thank you for your message and awareness to just dropping that knowledge and that honesty. You know what I'm saying? No judgment. It was just what it is. Like you said, no disrespect with it. I'm going to say what I'm going to say. And we appreciate that because this is the platform for that. Right. There is no, you know what I'm saying, bars hold or any of that. So we want you all to come back. So when you all discuss it, you tell us. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Whether it be in January, coming back, you could come back and you all could be reoccurring. Have it go. But we definitely want you all to come back on, and we appreciate you. Dropping some jewels, man. Yeah. So can you, if you have any, I know you said you teach a class or something.
Yes. So I'm a spiritual alignment guide. So I teach people how to find their souls. Ultimately is what me and God have been doing indirectly, but it's something that I have done for a long time now. And I'm opening it up for the collective because there's a lot of people that require this. They just don't know it, don't even know how to obtain it. and there's a lot of misinformation. So we really want people to
Do you
come
have
in
someone to follow you, like us?
Absolutely.
Can you shout that out to us now?
Absolutely. So the information is on the IG. I'm gonna also post it up on the Facebook. The email is there. The number is there. You can just slide in, send a message. I'll send you the information with, our data protection information, because obviously everything's confidential. Information about our packages and how you can, what package is tailored for you. You also get sent a questionnaire so you can be honest about what you want to gain from our interactions. Because if you can't come honest and you can't come naked, spiritually naked, to actually be able to be seen and dissect yourself for who you are, then you're not going to take any benefits from this. So you have to be brave to actually say, I don't know who I am, but I need to take a shot. I want to find out.
Okay, so we go. So we put you in the comments. Wood, is there anything you want to show and tell us? Any type of following? Anything you want to end with?
I mean, y'all know where I'm at. My inbox is always open. Me and bro are one and the same. You know what I'm saying? Our synchronicity is a lot of the things that I was experiencing internally in regards to the direction I want to head. He has already mapped out that vision of what it looks like. So, you know what I'm saying? We in this together. You know what I mean? The name of it is Align with the Divine. So, tap in. Like we one and the same. We rocking together. And if your questions exceed my understanding, I'm just gonna hand you out to my brother.
He has a resource and he has the knowledge, so that makes sense.
So we in this together. You know what I mean? It's a family affair. So don't feel it's like I'm not the same person that I was a year and a half ago. You know what I mean? I'm extremely humble. And I have not been on the scene. I haven't been putting myself out there because I'm transforming, and I want to give y'all the best version of me to help y'all.
We appreciate your voice today because the last time I seen you, this wasn't the Wood I received. You know what I'm saying? So I could see that already. So I definitely appreciate you, definitely, because the calmness, the knowledge, and the time. So yeah, so. We appreciate y'all. The Misfits. Yeah. Come back, talk to us, let us know when you're ready, and we ready to get some more information. Yeah. We ready for the conversation.
Listen, I just want to say love to y'all. Y'all stay true to y'all. Peace and blessings. And lots of love in your journey.
These guys.
We appreciate it. We appreciate it.
Love y'all.
You all be safe and blessings to you as well. We will talk soon.
I receive.
Yes, sir.
Good night and good morning.
Yo, I'm about to meditate right now. Ain't nobody getting sleep now.
Good night and good morning.
Right, hey, that's what we gotta talk about next time.
So put that on the note. Put that on their page.
You I got you, man. We can get into the meditation, the martial arts, the self-discipline, and really get the divine feminine to know that there is a path for us as men to reclaim our place in our journey. And that is as the protectors and the providers, not necessarily the material aspect of the provision, but the spiritual wellness so the woman can actually heal herself and do her journey, which is becoming the healer of a nation and our people. But that's for another time.
All right, we got that. We're going to put that on there. Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Peace and love, y'all.
All right, next time, y'all.
All right. So, turn it. Yeah. Boom, boom. All right, y'all. That was definitely a good show. Let's shout out a couple parties and let's wrap this up real quickly. So we got Saturday this week. We got the Ugly Sweater Christmas party. It's gonna be at the pool hall, hosted by myself, Miss Juicy Promotion, Shop Liz, and the Billers Pool Hall. Jermaine, make sure y'all come out. We got the pool tables. We got foosball, Uno, giant Jenga. We playing some Battle of the Sexes. We got some prizes, some giveaways. Slide through. We will put it on the page. Follow my page. We'll put it in the comments. Definitely. So that's on Saturday. And then we have the next Saturday is Leather and Lace. So we got Leather and Lace next Saturday, hosted by, shout out to Missy, the 7th annual. She locked in with me and myself and Shop Liz to host her 7th annual Leather and Lace. So we want something sexy, something cute, something fly, black and red theme, nice new little venue. So you'll get the information on that. Book your sections, book your tables. Let me know. Miss Juicy Promotions is on it. Sammy Sam got something on the 23rd.
Mm-hmm.
So we got shout out to Walt. Welcome home, Walt. So she's doing a Christmas lingerie party. So make sure you holler at Sammy Sam with the Clubhouse. But for that information, or holler at Walt, anybody you know associated with the Clubhouse. You got somebody right here associated with the Clubhouse.
Yeah.
Already. So hit somebody up. Let us know. And yeah, we outside. So
Stu, what's the word, bro?
shout out to all our viewers. It was a shaky, baby. You've been on it. We appreciate you.
Appreciate that shit.
We appreciate our stars. You know what I'm saying? All of that today. So yes, everybody. This definitely was a really deep and lots of messaging and all of that. So
lots of knowledge, man. Lots of knowledge. So if y'all just tuning in, go check the whole video. Might be something in there for you, man. Who knows?
Some clues enough.
Yes. Yeah. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in. And you guys don't see Cuddy off to the side, but we appreciate Cousin over here in the cut. Justice Cousin came in town. He's here, traveling in. So he sat in on the podcast tonight. So we definitely want to shout you out for your presence, for being in the building.
That's what's fascinating.
Yes. So it's Tuesday, y'all. Good night. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Bye.
Yeah, we'll catch y'all next Tuesday.
Peace.
Same network, same station,
same couch.
Yeah, what up, gang? You gonna have to rewatch it because we on our way out.
She been in.
Oh, okay,
she been in and out. So yeah,
we are doing a giveaway, co-giveaway next Tuesday.
Oh yes, okay. So who we got? Jazz.
We got Jasmine should be giving away coats.
Okay, so yes, stay tuned for that, and we'll make sure we put our information up ahead of time so you can get a tune and everything. Good shout out, Mag.
Yeah.
Yes. See y'all later.
We catch y'all next week. We out.